Yo, you already know the vibes. Let's get this started. Took a little longer because I had to stop in and check out Homegirl, yo. Watch her joints. I always watch True. You don't know who True Water Intuition is, go subscribe. Check out the videos. You know what I'm saying? It's thick over there. Cancer family, collective family. You already know the vibes. Go over there and show some love. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do. This bill right here is focused on individual downloads. Let me talk to you for a minute. Like, you're going to be getting energy, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be getting ideas, and you're going to be getting, you know what I'm saying, different inspirational situations that take place into your mentality. Let's get one thing first and foremost clear. It's not you. It's coming into you. Your brain is a receiver. You know what I mean? Shout out to the brother. 7. You already know the vibes. I was hearing you, King. So, you know what I mean? And, pause. Knowing what the situation is, you get to understand, overstand, and understand. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Ain't nobody going to believe this shit when I say it, though. But say in the latter part of the 2010s, had to be like maybe 2015, 2016. I was saying a lot of things that was only spoken within a circumference of a certain amount of people. And I told them, I was like, yo, you hearing these words first right here. You'll never hear these words again nowhere else. And then I stopped myself. I said, you lying. You're going to hear these words again. They're going to be all over the ether. And when I was speaking these certain individual terms that we use prevalently every day, my homeboy was like, yo, you probably right, because I ain't never heard that spoke like that before. And it was like, yo, what that mean? And I had to break it down to them. Now I hear it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I hear it everywhere. Everywhere I go, people got their shows, the title of that name. You know what I'm saying? People use it to try to expound on what they talking about. I don't never take credit for nothing I did. Because you know why? I never thought the knowledge was mine. I always thought and felt more than anything that the knowledge was a message that's being sent down to people who was willing to receive it. You know, you got a lot of people in this world that choose to be worldly. So they're worldly. And you got people who choose to be spiritual. So then you on your path. Look, his shit is all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, my grades coming in, yo. I'll tighten it up. Most people don't get the knowledge they supposed to get. You know why? Because they too busy in their ego. There's a fine line and balance between understanding certain things that take place and also knowing how things work. It's a very thin line. What I mean by that, certain things happen in your life and it's like, why this happened? But then you still getting knowledge. Well, just because you on chapter 36 don't mean you isolated the knowledge on chapter 1, 2, and 3. How much patience you got for yourself? You take your time. You take your time. Hold on. You take your time. You know when the knowledge is working for you. You know why? Because you placed it in certain places. It's almost like a scale of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be going through something. I'll be in a crazy situation. It could be real detrimental to how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? And what I would do is I would place my energy, even though I'm in that situation, I would take whatever energy I had, whatever flow I had, whatever currency I had, because you know currency is only a flow. So I would take whatever energy I had and I would place it in something where I can notice that the energy wasn't there. You know, I never been a person to reach fast enough to take it, to rush and take it out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? My brothers will beat me to that shit. It's like they were savages or something. They like, I want that. It's mine. And then I would just manifest shit. You know what I mean? And that spoke louder because people would give me a level of hate. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, he think this, he think that, he think that, he think this. You know what I mean? And that shit really mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what I did comprehend was I sat in a class of knowledge from what was coming to me in my own head. Not nobody else's class, none of that shit. Sat in my own head. I sat by myself, with me, by myself. I did this shit years ago. I went off by myself, no lights, no water, living off fire, eating nothing but, you know what I'm saying, the greens around me. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Barefoot. Wintertime came, dumb cold, wrapped up in blankets, feel like, yo, I did that. I did that to sacrifice. Before that, I was sacrificing. Still to this day, a lot of people look at me and they place blame on me because they don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's fun for me because I get a chance to see what's real. You know what I mean? Are you a person that's in your ego? Or are you a person that's full of judgment? Are you a person that's really receiving your divine information? Or are you a person that's just claiming you are? All these things are important. And for the most part, I don't hold judgment, but I do categorize. I do categorize things, so therefore I can find out where to place certain situations that are coming into my life. My heart has always been big. My heart has been big as the size of the earth. And because it's been so big, it outshines a lot of situations that people got to deal with. So when you're dealing with manipulation and you're dealing with all the other around-about situations that come in the worldly package, it's not a straight line. It's not straight to the pineal. It don't go straight to the heart chakra. You know what I mean? It don't go straight through the eyes. You know what I'm saying? The halls of Amenti. It don't go straight through the eyes. Halls, too. It goes over a lot of people's heads. I did a lot of studying for a long time, but I did it on myself. So I can be building with somebody and be dismissed because they want to use the understanding of a book or a person that somebody else's perception. I'm cool with that. I don't give a fuck. Nah, I'm not excusing my F-bomb. I'm really not, because I really don't care at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I have to focus on the fact that I'm here. The world has been teaching everybody else on this planet that we don't matter. It's not about you. It's not about that. It's about it. That's a lie. It's about me. And it's about me because I'm going to choose to do the right thing. That's the difference. That's the difference. It is about me. You know why? Because I'm going to do the right thing. And that's known. And see, other people don't want you to feel that way because they know you're going to do the right thing. So they try to outshine you or shadow you over with some false indications of worldly actions and characteristics. Let me talk to you. I don't see none of that. Sometimes I don't even see people. You got to be seen. You got to make yourself seen for me to see you. Because I'll look past you on purpose. Because I'm still looking for the divine everywhere I look. I do it on purpose. To the fact of where it becomes second nature. Some people say, yo, I ain't had this. And yo, I said it myself. I've been that person like, yo, mad because different parts of my life didn't go a certain way. I've been that person. But you know what I learned? I ain't need not a motherfucker. Nobody. And I'm comfortable in my own skin. So when people use manipulation and plans to put you in a category, you can't categorize me. I'm not even in your class. Yeah, I manifest like this. Because you know how much I sacrifice? There's even been times in my life where the level of good I did was so high, I had to go do something different just to bring it to a balance. You only know what I'm talking about if you can tap into the divine energy. A lot of people don't know what that is. They still trying to figure it out. How many people did meditation 7 times 7 times 7? I ain't talking about minutes. I'm talking about days, months, weeks, and years. How many people stood outside butt naked in front of the sun, meditating while the rise, calling on NAGA? Yeah, people probably hear me say this and don't know what the F I'm talking about. How many times you let your stomach growl and you just didn't, even though you could? How many times you listen to the word no, knowing that you had the way out? I wake up before I crack my eyes. I'm still laying in my bed. Before I crack my eyes, I do a chant to the Most High and keep myself for the divine. There's nothing, no more purpose that's more important than being that way. When you see light every day, what do you do first? Do you look towards your family? Do you look towards your friends? Do you look towards some food or the bathroom? Or do you give yourself to the divine? When I was a kid, I used to want to be so close to my family. Like, I was a super family kid when I was young. Like, oh man, going back up north to see my family for holidays. Oh my goodness. I was, and my crown chakra was just popping. I'd be like, yo, we going, we out, yeah. I was happy. Best thing in the world. And then the divine showed me that they wasn't on the same type time as me. It didn't hurt. It was just a realization of truth. I didn't have what most people have for themselves, and I didn't care. I would speak it because I was a young kid, and I can notice these things. I would say, yo, this is making me feel this type of way. This is doing this to me. And it was all a disregard from any direction around me. You know why? Because people do what they want. They don't keep themselves for the divine. People are not, even people who claim that they're thou holy, they're not holding themselves for the divine every day. Because you depend on man. But it was a time in people's life when they wasn't so inadequate, and they would be like, nah, if I gotta go, I gotta go. That's what, if I'm going, I'm going. That's what people would do. All right, we'll go then. The Most High gonna kill you, gonna kill you. Or you know what, better yet, because you being so arrogant, he might make you suffer. See, it's an understanding to everything. Let me show you something real quick. I'm about to drop a jewel on y'all. Hold on, put some fire on it. No matter what takes place in your life, you got to understand there's an all creator. I mean, an all creator over gods. Even celestial gods is an all creator that holds no shape, no name. You gotta try to tap into that. This is what meditation is for. You know, when I remember, this is real. I'm getting the goosebumps right now while I'm thinking this. I remember when I was in my low 20s, I sat down on the top of I was in New York. I sat on top of this building, and I used to go in the park and be by myself. And all these thoughts was going around. I used to always be mad, like, yo, why this, why that, why this, you know, da-da-da-da. And then I sat down one day, and I was like, yo, Most High, I don't even know what to call you, because everybody try to put you in the name like you got letters like me. I was like, I'm flesh. I don't want to disrespect you like that. I don't want to put a title or formulation of vibrations that don't equal up to the vibrations of what Most High mean to me. Respect. Not doing it. You know what happened? Got bright outside. Sun came out. Clouds just parted. Got bright. Got hot. Like 90 something. I'm like, woo. Took my jacket off. Like, yo, it's getting hot. You know how people look at that light and they squint their face and they be like, you think he this, you think he that. It's because you ain't used to the bright. You ain't never sacrificed and made yourself for the divine. It's not a normal process for you. It's not something you used to. You'd rather be doing this and doing that. You'd rather be in this face and that face. You'd rather be calling this shot and calling that shot. You'd rather be looking like you got it all figured out. When in fact you don't know shit. Only thing you know is the fact you can shit. And that's the art. I don't care what book, what scholar, you don't know. You don't know. And the only thing you do know, and you should know, is that the divine wants you to see that first. Have you ever asked yourself, why is these other levels of celestial bodies in between the fact of that and the all creator? Like the sun. It's one of them. But it was privy to give life. Energy for life, excuse me. My brother calling me. It was privy to give life. Not even give life. The sun give energy to Gab so Gab can help produce life. I ain't even about to get into that because I'll shut a mouth real quick. I can show you something that people been talking, and you wonder why females die. I ain't even about to do all that right now. The science is heavy. I don't need to. I ain't need to pick up a book to find this energy. Because if you go in the old scriptures, the Most High said, as long as you keep yourself for me, you will speak scripture. Return to me, you will speak nothing but truth. Make yourself a vessel. Get out your own head. What do you got in your hands? What's your plan? How you gonna do this? Who you gonna hurt? You think you got what going on? I don't got shit going on but the divine. Period. If you don't like the way I talk or how I explain something, that's your fault. Just an ego in your life. Period. You don't like what's going on, the energy, how it comes and how a knowledge can be relayed to people who are lost in the mind because they lost in mundane understanding. That's your fault. How much work you doing to keep yourself for the divine every day? How many levels have you passed since the first time you spoken into existence and got to a comfortable way of shining that light because you representing for the divine? How many of you are doing that? Or you just out here saying, I don't know why it's not working for me. I know why it's not working for you, because you're not for the divine. Balance that energy out. Before you do anything in the day, drop on your knees. Before your feet touch the floor, speak the words to the Most High. Better make your choice wisely too, because you don't know which one you might be speaking to. See, I'm going to show you something in a piece of knowledge because I can access it. See, when they speak about the all creator, they said the worst of creations that the all creator created is the brightest light. It's so bright in its darkness that to you, it's like light. So you might be getting gravitated to a light that's so bright because you think that's it. When in fact, it ain't it. It's just the worst of them. Did you know that? The halls are so dark that they dark. To the darkest, dark. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no word or assimilation or formulation that we can come out of our mouths to actually speak to the all creator. Respect. Can't happen. It's not even in your capability. So whatever y'all talking to or who y'all talking to, you need to be mindful. Need to be mindful. See, the problem with ego is it seeks control. Period. I don't want control. I want to be in the shadow. At least that. Let me tap on the basement ceiling of the Most High house. Yeah. Let me tap on the basement ceiling of the Most High house. Respect. Yeah. I ain't got it. I don't got it. Yeah, this nigga right here, Looney Tunes. Gone. Hear me? Gone. Pop a clip in a heartbeat. Thump in a heartbeat. So I lay back in the air of nothingness. I lay back in the air of nothingness, knowing that I ain't gonna get caught by nothing but the divine. Ain't even looking for nobody to catch me. Just watching all the egotistical thoughts float around the world like you think it got two legs to stand on. How would you feel if your torso got cut? How much do you think you know? How much you think you know? I don't give a damn about all the knowledge in the world coalescing into your mind. If you don't give the respect to the divine first every day, it can get snatched as fast as you got it. Respect. NAGA. You already know the vibes.